Hello lovelies. I'm Love Angel and I'm here, finally with a new episode of the Commander Review. The episode that I promised about the latest Commander Cassana is here now, so be with me for a few minutes and enjoy the video. She is the latest Legendary Cavalry Commander edition in the shop with 1000 Black Diamond packs. Since she was released, many opposing opinions have been shared about her. Today I will do a deep dive and explain everything there is about this new commander and what she is providing to answer the ultimate question. How much is she worth? Starting with the bonuses, she is a mirror to Sarah and Vorian. Without being awakened, she adds cavalry health and total attack. She also gets cavalry attack total defense as well. But a unique bonus to her that was not in any other commander before is the cavalry vs spear damage. This very rare and very important bonus can increase the damage dealt by cavalry on spearmen from 50% to 74%. Moving forward to her awakening skill, we need to discuss it in two parts. The first part is related to the female first strike, and the second part is the cooldown reduction of all active army skill casts. In short, she silences all your commanders for the first 2 seconds, then initiates a first strike at the second 3, in which all your commanders attack all of the enemy lineups even in back rows. Furthermore, she reduces all active army skill cooldowns for 2 seconds. Let's talk about what each part means and how this can affect the female synergy. Starting with her first strike, the first thing that is noticed is the negatives. She disables all other female commanders in the first 2 seconds of the fight, which disables your Salma's awakening skill. Salma's first strike happens in the first second of battle and she allows all your female commanders to hit once. But if you also have Cassana, since all female commanders are silenced, no one will do that attack. This means she should never be used alongside Salma. Furthermore, in a female synergy vs female synergy fight, Salma's first strike happens before Cassana's first strike, so the march with Cassana is damaged before their commanders start using their active army skills. It gets worse than that as her first strike completely fails on a wall. If a commander led by Cassana hits a castle wall, their hit is wasted. This is unlike Salma after she has a 4-star main hand, as they hit again if their target is dead or destroyed, so they can repeat the attack after facing a wall. However, it seems the commanders that were not necessary to drop the wall will attack right after in seconds 4 and 5 instead, but that attack won't have any bonuses from Cassana's first strike and will be a normal active army skill damage. So far it doesn't look great, but believe me, this next part makes it all worth it. So unlike Salma, when she activates the first strike for female commanders, they attack every single lineup in their column and not just the front line. As you can see, the attack on the frontline lineup gets the highest damage at a 200% coefficient. Then each lineup that is further back has 50% less coefficient. This damage is massive. It's way higher than what Salma can offer against multi-line formations. Even if facing a pure formation, this damage is almost 1.5 times stronger than what Salma offers. Moving forward with the other part of her awakening skill, she increases the number of times your commanders attack, which is purely advantageous for your female synergy. This entire synergy is based on commanders' attack or their active army skills. So by reducing the active army skill cooldown and increasing its frequency, all the functions related to this setup will also rise massively. Here you can see in which seconds commanders attack the enemy, with and without Cassana. Also notice how her cooldown reduction stacked with what Daenerys had initially, and how she made her even more impactful. Furthermore, this increase in the number of active army skill cast, alongside Layla's awakening that makes them repeat their attacks sometimes, increases from 100 per fight to 135 per fight on average, which is an insane increase. Furthermore, because commanders are attacking more and earlier, Sanelle maxes her boost to commanders' damage earlier in the fight as well. Also, because of the way Daenerys and Cersei function, the disarming from these commanders almost gives you full coverage on enemy lineups that are destructive and devastating. To discuss this commander relationship, we need to simply make an arrow from her toward every other female commander but Sanera as she boosts their active army skill cast. That of course is also minus Salma. Her second strike completely cancels Salma's first strike, and makes her useless in every sense in a female synergy. Cassana and Salma must never be used together. Her main counters are Baelish and Winton. First does disharmony, so the more your commanders do their active army skill damage, the more they will damage your army potentially in the presence of Baelish. The second one silences a commander for the entire fight, and it can be devastating if that commander is Daenerys in the presence of Cassana. So her best partners are the female synergy. Especially these three commanders, Layla for additional active army skill, Daenerys cause she goes berserk in the presence of Cassana, and Sanel because of the damage increase to commander's active army skill. Her best counters or worst enemies are Baelish and Winton for disharmony and silence. Her best enemy is of course the crit and bleed formation. This is because of the extra coverage for disarming and the increase of the damage from commander attacks. Her Tavern stats are a replica of Vorian and Saorur. She adds 5 stars to aptitude and finance and 4 stars to combat, which doesn't make her super great for her cost. Her strategic skills make her a better version of Layla Mormont in real-time strategy events. She has a higher chance to allow commanders to repeat their skills and reduces the cooldown they have for releasing those skills in addition to a massive buff for cavalry damage. This all makes her good alongside Sanel and Daenerys in strategy events, but can also replace Layla in any other formation that Layla was already good at. As for her guard skill, it looks promising as she adds extra damage each time she gains a shield, and she gains 1 at the start of the fight. However, at the time of creating this video, even with a lot of experimenting, we couldn't find a better result against rebel leaders using her. She can act as a damage provider tank with her damage resistance and extra bonuses, and can withstand damage from infantry rebel leaders too. In conclusion, she is very complex and highly relies on the rest of your female synergy. But as you grow the rest of the synergy, she becomes marginally and exponentially better at what she does. Cassana is a game changer for maximized female synergy, and she is worth her place in the formation. I hope you enjoyed this commander review episode and enjoyed watching my content. I will update the charts to include Cassana in them in my Discord channel, so check it out to find out where I placed her awakening skill and strategy skill post releasing this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my video. I wish you all a great weekend.